I hope you're doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's Sunday here at our house, and I don't know when you're going to watch this, but I have this recipe. I hope you do not mind another chicken Instant Pot recipe because I found that chicken for a good price, and I like to use it for several recipes. But the other night, I made a, the Velveeta cheese dip. You can make it with Rotel or any kind of tomatoes. I had a little bit of that left over. I had some chicken breast, and I had these noodles that I really liked, and we just kind of threw everything in the Instant Pot, and it was delicious, and we were ready to eat it again. So I said, oh, I want to share it with you guys. So it's a little bit of a dumping, but I'm going to try to get the measurements a little bit for you, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is so good. It's delicious, and it does require a little Velveeta, so let's get started. I could probably throw all this in the Instant Pot, but what happened was I had a little, that Velveeta cheese dip left over. So I just added it to the Instant Pot. So I have these, almost the whole can of the fire roasted tomatoes. You can use Rotel or any kind of tomato you like. This is with garlic. And I also like to add a little bit of my favorite sauce. You can use any sauce you like. This one's a little spicy, and I have a new jar. So I'm just kind of, I don't really measure these ingredients. I just kind of go with, this is I'm gonna show you the Velveeta that I'm using. It's the one that comes in. My tomatoes are already hot, so the blocks, I love them. It shouldn't burn your fingers.
I'm scared.
Okay. And I'm also gonna put a little cheddar in here, and maybe a little cream cheese and heavy cream. So let's start. I like to cut the Velveeta up so it melts quickly. And if I need more, I always add more. I know the consistency I want. I may have to add more tomatoes. And I turn my fire down to low so I don't scorch the cheese.
Oh no.
And I still have to cut the chicken up. I'm just going to put it all in here. I'm not going to use all this for the dish, by the way. I will have leftovers. Okay. And I'm going to add, my hands are kind of dirty. These are my favorite. And they say hot, but they're not that hot. But I like to add some of this. And I chop these up with a little of the juice. I'm going to put a little bit of that juice in there. And I'm going to put all the peppers in there. So I'm going to give this a little stir. I like to melt this a little bit slow. I have just a tiny bit of heavy cream I'm going to put. I like to make it very creamy, and I also need to use this heavy cream, but I'm not going to use all of it. And the last time I put a little bit of cream cheese in the Instant Pot, but I'm going to just throw it in here. That's Ella. She's helping me chop vegetables. We're running a little late today. Yeah, we're not going to use this much cheese dip either, by the way. We'll see. It depends on what I come out with. Let me get a little knife. I didn't use a lot of cream cheese last time either. I just used just a pinch to make it creamier. You could put probably sour cream at the end. It was just so good. So we're kind of winging it. Again, we're trying to remember exactly what we did so we can show you guys because it was just so good. But the pasta that I originally used was bucatini, and I went to find it at the store and they didn't have any. I was so upset. But I found this pasta. Let me show you. Let me wash my hands or wipe them. This one, I found this long macaroni, and it's similar. I think it has a little. The other one has a little hole in it. I think this one has a little hole in it. So I'll show you when I open it. So I'm gonna let this melt.
Sorry.
And while this is melting, I'm going to cut my chicken up and season it, and we're going to start sauteing it in the Instant Pot. Here's I definitely won't be using all of this. It's almost melted, but I forgot to add just a pinch of cheddar. I like the bite. This is sharp cheddar, by the way, that it gives. And I'm going to turn this off. And I might add, Oh, you know what I added to the Instant Pot too? I only had a tiny bit of this dip left, so I added it for the creaminess. But I also added Mexican, that grated cheese you can buy, the Mexican that's already shredded. I've also added that, and I'm gonna add the rest of this juice because I don't want to waste it. But, doesn't look that good. We have to taste it though. So I'm just going to take this off the fire, let it melt, and we'll only be using about 1/4 of this, maybe 1/3. Let's do 1/3. I have a huge chicken breast, so I'm going to take this is the first thing you have to do. So I'm going to take this off the fire, clean up my mess, and pull out the seasonings, and I'll show you exactly. We're just going to dump it all in and cook it. It's going to be great. Saute function on. And this is 2 chicken breasts, and one of them was really big. You should probably do this in batches. But tonight I'm just going to throw it all in here. And I'm going to season it once I get it in there. And I'll let it heat up for about 6 minutes. And chicken will stick. You got to let it kind of cook a little bit. But you can see it's quite a lot of chicken. So I can't show you all my seasonings, so I'm just going to show you as I put them in the pot. I'm going to use, first of all, let's just do salt and pepper first. Let's just do that in our regular garlic powder. And once I put the other ingredients in, then I'll go with the chili powder and cumin and stuff. And you season to your taste. And I bought unsalted chicken stock today, so I want to make sure I salt my chicken pretty good. And also the cheese is very salty. This is the best tip I've ever had. I never added cream cheese before, but I like the combination of the salsa and the fire roasted tomatoes. It's really good. So I'm going to let this cook for a little while, and I think I'm going to add a little onion powder now. This is just plain onion powder. And I'm going to use all of this because it's almost empty. And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, roasted garlic powder. Love this stuff. And don't hate on me today because guess what? I have a lot of garlic and I didn't chop it myself, so I'm going to use the refrigerated kind. I know that goes against everything. But sometimes, you just got to go with what you have in the refrigerator. Let's give that a little stir, if it stirs. Yeah. The last time I made it, I didn't use much chicken because I was just kind of playing with the recipe. So we ended up with a lot of noodles and not a lot of chicken. But today we want a lot of protein. So anyway, this might take a few minutes. So I'm going to pause the camera and I'll be back. Chicken is finally starting to brown. I tell you, those chicken breasts are sometimes a little water in them. Oh, but I got some good browning going on at the bottom. And that's my favorite thing. I want you to be able to see. Let me see if I can show you. Now I'm going to put some vegetables in. We've got a little red onion here. We're going to put that in. And if we have to, we'll add just a pinch of olive oil. It's a big onion. Today, we didn't have this for the day, but I've got a poblano pepper that I seeded. It's going to add a lot of good flavor. I forgot about it last time. Okay. Now let's give it I want to just a little tiny bit of olive oil. I didn't put that much in there. I'm going to give it a stir. And I'm not going to cook the onions all the way because I have enough brown at the bottom. I'm not too worried about it. I'm cooking them a little bit though. And you could add any onion you like. You could add more onion. You could add no onions. It's totally up to you. Like I said, this is kind of like a clean up. Like I have a little bit of this chili sauce left, and I love the flavor, so I'm going to put that in there, but it's not necessary. If you don't like cheese, though, this is not for you. So, I'm going to, you know what I forgot? The garlic. I'll be right back. I like this garlic. It's pretty good. I'm going to add, this is kind of hard to get out this jar, though. I'm just going to clean out the rest of the jar. That way I'll have more room in my refrigerator. I have to quit buying things. I'm telling you, I am just running out of space. I see something like, oh, that's an ingredient I need. Oh, that's an, and I'm really trying to stop doing that and use what I have, because I really need to budget myself. See, and all the onions just deglaze the pot beautifully. Most of it. Got a little brown still, but that's okay, because we're going to keep them moving. I think I'm going to put just a tiny bit of water in this garlic jar. And just make sure I get it all. And dump it right there in that brown spot. Garlic broth. That's what I just made up. I need to scrape this right here. It already smells really, really good. Now, basically what we're going to do now is just start dumping. Oh, you know what else I forgot? I'm so sorry. I'm going to add, I had a jar of this that I tested. We used the whole jar. I tell you what, I really like this. I'm going to add, and this is kind of has bell pepper in it, and I don't like bell pepper that much anymore. So, but I like this because it's got tomato. It's a tomato base, for cooking base, and I don't use it often, just in a few dishes. But I like just more flavor. Okay. Like I said, I'm kind of, you know, I'll go ahead and throw in the rest of these tomatoes so I could use those up for my cheese dip. I should have just dumped it in there. Let's go ahead and add some spices. I'm going to add some chili powder. This is the chili powder I have at the moment. And I'm just going to, I'll show you. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in here, because I'm going to put all that pasta. And this is not spicy. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of smoked paprika. Not much. A little bit of oregano. I really like oregano. I'm going to add quite a bit of that. About a teaspoon. I better stir this. It's sizzling away. That chili powder really darkens things. Now, I'll add a little bit of cumin. I go a little bit light on the cumin on some recipes and heavy on others, but that was probably a half teaspoon maybe. And I'm going to add the rest of my chili sauce so I can, this has a little bit of a tang to it, and it's a mess. Oh, my saute function is going to go off. Alright, I got to dump that in the sinks. And that's okay if it goes off, because I'm done sauteing. Now, Ella wanted to add a little bit of, this is very spicy. It's jalapeno chili powder. And I'm going to barely put any, because this is very hot, but we're going to try it today. If it comes out. I mean, I'm going to put barely, like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. Now, I forgot, you know, forgive me, because I forgot the order that I put this in. I don't think it matters, but I just want to make sure that I get the right amount of liquid to the pasta, so I get a little nervous. The Mexican cheese I'm going to add at the end in case I need to thicken a little bit. So now we're just going to throw in just a pinch of salsa. I love this stuff. Not much, this is pretty hot. And I think, can you hold on, because I need Ella's help. Now we're just going to, I think I'm going to put the cheese in. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put some cheese in. And This is kind of according to your taste too, and you can always add more after. And I'm gonna. Well, I guess we'll give it a stir. And I'm gonna throw just a tiny bit of lime juice in there today. I didn't do that the other day, but it'll cut some of the richness. I used to never like lime on my Mexican food, but now I love it.
I don't think this is enough cheese.
That's not enough cheese. I needed Ella's help too. Don't forget we have to add the chicken stock, Ella. Okay, now I'm going to dump the noodles in. This is the whole packet. I broke them in half.
Oh yeah, this is how we did it. I remember.
And then we kind of just pushed them down with the spoon. Scrape the sides of my pot. I don't like it to be dirty. Now I'm going to add some unsalted chicken stock. And I'm going to add that much. You don't have to make sure that it's covered completely, but you want it, well, kind of you do. But that looks, does that look good, Ella?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one more drop. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can get busy. Where's my lid? Let's put the lid on there. It's going to be so good. There's so much flavor in here. And this would probably be good without cheese, for that matter. Okay, so now I'm going to...
You said yeah.
So now I'm going to turn the Instant Pot on. Oh, and somebody said in the comments that I shouldn't put it on the stove, and you were right. That this is probably not the safest place, because I could hit a knob, but this has the best lighting right here, and that's why I choose to cook right here. Sometimes I do it on the cabinet. I'm just going to press poultry just to see what, and I'm going to lower it to, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to do 4 today because it's a little bit thicker pasta because it's going to be so good. So we'll be back in, I'm going to let it natural release for 5 minutes and then I'll get cooked. And it's got just a little bit of juice in it, but that's good. I think what I was going to add some cheese, but I think I'm just going to add it. I'll let each person add it if they want to add extra cheese. But I tasted the noodle, and that jalapeno chili powder is pretty hot. So you only need a little bit, and if you don't like spice, just don't even buy that stuff. But I'm going to plate this up, put some cheese on top, because I like the extra Mexican cheese. And then we'll do a taste test for you. I put a little bit of shredded cheese on mine, and I'm going to squirt just a pinch of lime. You could add avocado, sour cream, black beans, corn. This is like totally... I like to do these kind of videos because you can use your own imagination and just get ideas from other people. I love to get ideas from other people. But this pasta is really good. We just discovered it and we really love it. It's pretty hot, so I might burn my mouth. It's so good. It's a little bit more tomatoey than I did last time, but the pasta is it's cooked perfectly, 4 minutes, and it's not mushy at all. And I'll tell you another thing. I love to eat boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I find when you cook them in the Instant Pot, they have so much more moisture and flavor. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little cook with me or recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't for more delicious recipes. And I hope you enjoy the Instant Pot videos. And come back next time and I'll have something even more delicious. Bye.
Bye.